Hey there and welcome back to Expedition SnowRunner. Let's continue a beautiful little adventure in little Colorado. Now we are going to, hopefully wrap up this episode, right, with little Colorado. So we can move to actually Arizona. I'm really looking forward to Arizona though. But man, this place is beautiful. We only have to do a handful of contracts, I believe. And there's one more side mission. I have no idea though, right? I have no idea. I'm totally new to the game. But right now we are actually exploring for, well, whatever we can find. Mostly drop boxes. We are carrying quite a bit of cargo with us already, right? Like two probably very big dinosaur bones. They are two femurs. So who knows, right? Who knows what the size is. Are you kidding me? Is this what I think it... Is that a Triceratops, maybe? This is a dinosaur... For real though, these are dinosaur remains, man. No. This is a little bit like a childhood dream come true though, huh? Dude, yeah, I'm one of those Jurassic Park kids though, right? When I grew up, man. Oh, dinosaurs. I remember getting, one of those maps, folders, right? Where you have those paper sheets in it with the little holes, right? So like, I forgot... what you call them though, but those ring maps with dinosaur stuff in it, right? Little facts and everything. Man, that's awesome sauce. Now, before we go on, now hopefully, by the way, we can actually transport that thing too. That will be really something. Oh, they need to increase the FPS though with the binoculars. I have to say, this should be super smooth. So far, I don't see anything else in the north here. Yeah, we have been everywhere in the north. So let's go back to the base. And that is where we also have been. That's where I made the gold comment. And right over there we have the spooky little native kind of warning sign. And over there is nothing. Yeah, we cannot really climb further. Alright. That's really cool to see, right, all of these beautiful things. Yeah, and that's where we cannot go either. Okay, good to know, good to know, good to know. Alright, let's go all the way back though. Yeah, I have to say though, this has to be a mission, right, Can we... Oh, yeah, let's not drive over it though. Oh my. That wasn't cool though. Oh, can you imagine we have to do this in... let's say South Mexico, with the old Maya and Inca temples. We can explore that too, maybe help around a little bit though, right, to get rid of the wood. By the way, how cool is it, by the way? He did make aerial scans and he thought, right, oh, there might be a little mountain over there in the middle of the jungle, right, And then he made more scans and echoes and stuff like that. He actually found a city there. It was so overgrown. Like we just found an entire city. It's a couple of years ago though that this news was out there, but man, can you imagine that though? Yeah, we still go there, right? Just to see if we can find anything. But can you imagine you are just making aerial pictures to see for deforestation and maybe some other beautiful things going on, right? Beautiful things. In other words, that's what people want, right? Sadly, we don't take good care of our planet, but man, what can we do, huh? What can we do about it? Yeah, we might actually go up there. What about that? Yeah, let's go. I think right now, let's just lower it completely. And we might actually be using a winch though. Yeah. Let's see, right over here. Come on, don't tip, don't tip. Thank you. Okay. Of course, we have the brakes on still. Very smart, though. Very smart. Oi, 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 oi. Now that's going to be interesting. Oi, 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 oi. Well, we are going to make it, though. Make it or break it. I like to play everything rather safe and secure, but right now I would like to, well, you know, put it up somewhere around here. You know, what about that? Really? I still see a little bit over there, though, but oh well. There we go. Is that an eagle screaming? I think I did hear an eagle scream. Oh yeah, yeah, not the best angle though, I have to admit. A little bit further though, big boy. Oh yeah. Come on, we can do it. Alright, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I just had to grab it with the side of a truck, right? You know, so we will not balance off here. I want to go further up here, by the way. So yeah, we cannot go over here. Is that a gold mine? It is a gold mine though, look at that. Or is it just a Fata Morgana? Wow, it actually is a Fata Morgana. It did look like a tiny entrance though, right, you know? Oh man, got me good. I thought the beams were not rendered in, you know? Oh, great times anyways. Yeah. Okay, there is nothing around here, I believe. Yeah, there's nothing around here. Nothing down there, as far as I can see. And bad signal, I know, I know. We have to go towards that side over there. I think if it's for free, we will go back to the, you know, HQ. If not, we will just drive there. Yeah, let's go. So this one, oh, there's still one dinosaur bone. Good to know. What do we have here? A climb. Yeah. Climb. Ancient remains. Wait a minute. Groundbreaking information uncovered a set of data. We did drive past that, but for what, there was nothing that I could see. Gold mining. Head to the mine. An altar. Head to the altar. You gotta be kidding me. Start trekking. Find ancient remains. I mean, we were just there though. We have to drive back. We have to drive back just to see if it works. But it could also be like we have to go that way, right? You know. Anyways, archaeologists revealed potentially groundbreaking information. Uncovered a set of data that could revolutionize or... Oh no, do I need a special scanner? Maybe. Or a seismic vibrator. Maybe. Understanding of dinosaurs. The transmitted information requires immediate verification. If confirmed, we can step on the trail of a long-awaited discovery. The remains of an ancient dinosaur. This game is so evil, man. It is so evil, right? You know, by hiding all of this away from us. You know it, though. We were there. And normally it will pop up rather well, though. But it seems like we really have to go there. One more tip, so we have any, you know, like jacks anymore. But that's okay. So we did drive by here, and this was not, and I repeat, this was not visible. There we go. And now we have to go all the way over there, though. It's empty. Keep looking. Yes, sir. So yeah, you know, now we have to go all the way back again. I do like this very much though, but we already have seen this route. So I will just go towards the solutions though, right? So we can pack in a couple more missions here. Well, do you guys think The dinosaur is right over there, or do you think it's where we found it? I think it's where we found it, though. Whoppa! Well, let's move on. Oh, it's empty here too. Keep looking. Yes, sir. Oh no, is that it? It's a Triceratops though. It really, really is. How cool is that, man? Oh, 2,400. Why don't you just slap me, right? You know? Well, actually, this is quite a lot, right? Because these things are often no profit, except if you're a museum. Thank you for your support in finding dinosaurs. Your interest is important. Together we will reveal the secrets of ancient times and the history of our planet. True that though, true that, man. How cool is that though? Man. Freaking hell though, I love it. Well, let's go back to the garage, right, you know? Gotta get some fuel. Well, I think, though, exploration is only for drop boxes, though. I could be wrong, right, you know? But we will have to find out. Let's go trade. Yeah, I kind of want to... But we have 7 out of 10. That's more than enough, though, right, you know? So let's go. We probably want to buy some stuff, too, right, you know? But let's first sell, and of course, we are going to sell that one, too. 4,500, man. That is a nice, massive profit, though, if I have to say so myself. Now, let's see. I did see something interesting over here. We do have fuel in the warehouse, right? So, there we go. We don't have all the fuel in the warehouse, which is okay, too. Store. Yeah, I don't think we can buy fuel from here, interestingly enough. We have to build something for that. Cool enough, too. So, what we are going to do right now, we have... this one. Okay, we have that. We can reuse it. Not sure what this airdrop has for us. Now, this is an airdrop. This is rocks, apparently. How cool is that? Ah, rocks, boys. Now, over here we have an altar. And I want to start tracking that one too. So, off we go. It's going to be great. It's going to be the greatest altar of all times. Greater than anyone. If we can make it over there. Alright, now let's keep on going. Yeah, and right in front of us might be the way to go. But I think we want to go up there. Yeah. Seems like a good place to start, right, you know? Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. Differential lock is not really needed, but I will just engage it right now. With low, high gear. Okay. Try to avoid that, but I will. Yeah, I learned my lesson, by the way. We do need mostly fuel. We could go and swap at least 2 of these batteries away. Out, in other words. With extra fuel. And 1 repair, we could just keep that though, right? And the other one could also be a fuel. Now, I did forget to buy a jack. So let's hope though that we are getting jack ready. Maybe I should just turn back a little bit. Yeah, we should. Professional driving, by the way. Yep, no look there. The bounce is still pretty high though, huh? That's a good thing right now, because we want to have a nice balance. Alright, let's just pause here just for a second. Let's go into here, drone. Definitely want to scout out around here, right? Because we can get over here, and if we miss out on something, like supplies, we'll be rather sad though. if we do need a jackhammer later on or whatsoever. Okay, we can just go in this way through this little valley of death, and then we... Oh, no flight zone. And then we can go to the altar. Well, nothing better than the present, I suppose. Pedal to the metal, and off we go against a stump. These are just as strong, though, as I like them. It's realistic, though, right? You cannot really crush them in real life either. Man, that would be a weird planet that we are in. Oh, yeah. If you're into outdoors, you probably already respect trees quite a bit, right? You know, don't be a hippie though, right? You know, but if you're into military stuff or trucks and all the beautiful good stuff, right? You know, don't underestimate the importance of trees, right? Remember those warships that made Europe take over the entire world, right? You know, oh boy. Yep, there we go. We don't have a jack, remember? Oh boy. There we go. Not just that, but the entire industry with sawmills and wood mills, right? You know, that are made for grains and all. Oh yeah. Wood and trees? Man. Without that though, right? You know, well, yeah, we think about air and all that stuff, but algae do more. And, you know, some other crops farmers plant. But in general, man, you know, like, think about it. The man-o'-wars, the frigates, the Dutch trading ships that were actually hidden warships, though, right? You know, like, man, there's some real power behind those trees. And if the wood was thick enough, a cannonball would not go through. How freaking wild is that, though? You know, how freaking wild. Alright, start scanning. Oh, look at that. Look closer out there. It is, though, right in front of us. Oh, that is interesting, though, isn't it? But by the way, this is very modern, I think. They are worshipping the Goldmine right there. Bam! Oh, that's some cool stuff. Inspection complete. Looked like a ritual site. It seems we saw something similar nearby. Let's go there. Maybe we can find something interesting. Maybe indeed. Man, that is mighty cool stuff though, right? You know, I love this. Oh, this is like a dream game for me personally right now. SnowRunner is too though. Don't get me wrong. It absolutely is a dream game. It is now in the top 2 though. I will not tell you which one is in the top 1. I don't care either though, right, you know, but this one is also in the top 2, for real. Just finding these weird little things, you know. I do love old school Star Wars. You know, especially the novels and audiobooks and stuff like that, right? You know, the extended universe with all the mysterious planets and the tombs and, you know, the Sith rituals, all those cool things, right? You know, like strange creatures. It is so awesome that the possibilities in our own galaxy might just be equal to that, though, right? Well, maybe some species might be Force users. Who knows? I don't know, man. I've not met them. To deny it is also a possibility, but in general, right? You know, I think we can all agree that there might be some ancient temples somewhere on strange locations where they did strange things or awesome things. We don't know. You know, like, and right now somewhere in the galaxy, right? You know, there might be something going on, like a war that is going on between, I don't know, man, like 10,000 spaceships, though. You know what I mean? Can you imagine 10,000 spaceships from one side and the other side, right? You know, just crashing into one another. That's something to behold, right? You know? And we are here figuring out what we will eat tonight for dinner. Yeah. But yeah, I do like mysteries though, you know, mysteries in history. And with sci-fi, you have a beautiful combination of that, you know what I mean? Okay, we found a new fort, awesome sauce. If you don't know why it's called a fort though, right? Because it's surrounded by something. And in this case, it's surrounded by water. And that makes it a fort. And it's not an island, because an island is flat and a fort has walls, you know. Kind of want to go directly again here. Just in case. At least if I'm wrong with that, do correct me, alright? But that's how I did learn it. Like, that's a fort, you know. Okay, look at that. There's something over there. You cannot really zoom in, though. So that's interesting. So we have to go over here. I know the gold mine is down there somewhere, what we did see on the map. Interesting, right? It might be a sacrifice place. Oh, there's a chest down there buried. Oh no, that actually means that it's rather recent though. Well, there's a cult that's not going to be happy with us. By the way, I wonder if there's a way to actually see what we still have to do around here, you know? A flight recorder? Why is there a flight recorder? Like an airplane flight recorder? Huh? Don't tell me though, right? You know, we are going to discover something darker than I think it is already. Trade. Oh, wait a minute. A recording device placed in an aircraft for the purpose of facilitating the investigation of aviation accidents and incidents. So for real. Crazy. And now? Deliver the cargo to the camp. Alright, sure thing though. We will do so. We still have a little bit of cargo left, right? So, you know. Yeah, 2 slots. So far, it doesn't seem like we do need the big flatbed though, but that's okay. And I believe the mine, the gold mine is down here somewhere. Oh well. Oh, do you see that? Yeah, there are a couple of supplies here to the right. Ooh, definitely going to take that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You've discovered a new climb. Well, it's not like we are the first people around here, but probably our character has a degree. So if you're Tom, Dick and Harry that just live here and hunt here, your discoveries means squawk shite, right? If you have a piece of paper and you find something and you give it meaning, you know what that means, right, boys? It means that you found something. And that means you're a worthy person. Alright, let's freeze them up over here. Let's place one nice right over there though, huh? Beautiful. I do love this though, right, about the game, that we can place the anchors down. That is so freakishly awesome. Now, I'm not sure if that's a real thing though, right? I have never seen it, but what I did see though is people using trees, extremely deep metal pins they just hammer down in the ground, you know. So I would love to see those pins at least in SnowRunner. While we are at it, we could actually... Oh, no. Now, let's see though, right, you know? Let's see if this will cost us money. Right there. Field operation, recovery. Oh, sure. Okay. We got a freebie right here, dude. Alright, we definitely need to get a jack though, don't we? Oh, no. Uh-oh. Let's go back. Trade. Yes, yes, yes. Trade. Yes, yes, yes. Whoppa. We got 7,500 already on that though. I mean, that is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Wow. So, how many did we deliver? 5. Yeah, that will be 5,000 normal. We got, because of that one manager, 2,500 more. There we go. Deliver. And thank you for revealing the secret of the altar. Your research has helped us get closer to its mysterious history. So an airplane that actually crashed there. And yeah, we just fixed it though, I suppose, right? The mystery about it all. Man, poor survivors though, huh? How much damage are we getting here? Last time, all our tires did get some. This time not. Okay. Some fuel, always nice. Alright, now let's see. We still have a couple of things to go through, right? Over here we have a climb. Then we have rocks. A fort. We got an airdrop. We got the gold mining over here. A journey to an abandoned mine is a chance to peer into the history of the region. Amid the darkness of the old tunnels, answers to the questions are hidden. What riches did the land bring to the miners of the past? We don't know. Fort, climb, climb. Okay, and I think over here we did discover pretty much everything too, right? Yeah, except over here. Alright, so we are almost done though, one might imagine. Let's go to the gold mine. You have discovered a new airdrop. Of course we did, of course. Never doubt. And we could take these with us though, but I have no idea what we have to use it for. We can use, yeah, for new parts and everything, right? You know, but the issue is we don't have a garage in the way how it wants us to have one. So, you know, like we have to build one up first. We might do that in the future. We will have to find out, right, I suppose. But right now, let's just cross this. I already have crossed it, right? But from the other side, just a moment ago. We are very close to the gold mine too, so that's nice. It's a little bug of repeated tips though, like LB is flashing right now hardcore. We have turned that information thing off, but yeah, the same bug is just here. So it is kind of the same developers though, isn't it, right? You know, I mean, with the decisions, somebody should spank the person that came up with the idea to change the control input, you know what I mean? But it's not so bad though, it's not so bad. Or at least the visual layout combined with the button changes. Stage complete. Find traces of gold mining. Ah, let me guess. You want me to go... Yep, right over there though. I kind of knew it because we have seen that over there before. Now, Western Outpost. Western Outpost. 14? You gotta be crazy, my boy. Ain't gonna pay that though, huh? I work for my money. Although that's a very bad thing, by the way. Gotta work for your money and invest so you have passive income. Just keep an eye on the stock market though, if you ever do. But whatever you can do though, try to get at least, you know, comfortable passive income though. I don't have one at the moment, but man, I'm working on one. Yeah, let's go left here. Nicely with the current. You've discovered a new fort, my lord. Isn't that awesome though, huh? Woo! Let's put the lights on already. It's getting a little bit here dark, and we are in the canyon, so the shades are approaching really quick. Sweet Caroline. Pum, pum, pum. This must be little Caroline, right? You know, sweet little Caroline. That sounds like a man singing for his daughter or something. Beautiful. Yeah, this is where to the left where we did haul the truck out of the location. We didn't keep it though, but that's alright, you know what I mean? Can you imagine? Your truck is stuck here. There's no way to call Murphy's Diesel, right, you know, to do some recovery. You know? And you just have to abandon your truck? That's heartbreaking though, isn't it? We could go through there. Sure. Oh, what is that? Oh my god, do you know what? The little white rock over there, or the paler rock? It felt like a dead Yeti was just sitting there. That one over there though, huh? Oh yeah, look at that. A little bit though. Not sure where my fantasy is going right now, but man. Or my imagination, not fantasy. No, 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 no. Aren't we lucky that we did pick one of these up? We are very lucky right there. And I believe right from this side we could do a little scan though, right? Yeah, let's do a little aerial scan over here. Maybe there's still something that we can pick up after all. A couple of dinosaur bones would be really, really nice. Okay, so I almost made a fatal mistake though. I wanted to go over there. Oh, look at that. Interesting. So we do see one of these spooky things here too. So that's nice, right in front of us. And it says to go downwards, right, you know? Or in this direction. We could technically slide over there without too much of an hassle. Got a bad sign here. We could also go down here and fight our way through there. But let's see how this actually looks like. Decent. Alright, we know our way, we know our path. Let's go. Come on. Yep. Come on, big boy. Beautiful. Yeah, look at those spookies right there, huh? Showing the direction. Let's go nice, a little bit slow. Slower than low. For the steady flow, right, you know? And because I want 0 bounds, let's just go with this right here. Terrain and rock and snow is excellent that way. Cannot get a better though one. And if you are curious, yes, the tires do transform a little bit, right? Do you see that? Oh yeah, the pressure is real though, right? You know, you see it stretch a little bit on the sides, or thinning out. I think we can manage this one though if we are careful. Just let gravity do most of the work. Will I do this with my real truck though? Only if I have 8 extras, you know what I mean? Lights back on. Here we are. Thank you for your help. Now it is clear that gold has been mined here for many centuries. Your contribution is as valued as gold, and you helped light our story. Nice, 3,400. We do earn quite a lot of money right now though, but let's go back to the headquarters. Oh man, this is awesome though. Look at all of that. 1 hour we have been on this map. 10 grand though. We did earn 10 grand. That is beautiful. To headquarters. Here we go. Let's see if we have 100% on this map. One task we did not do. One task? Well, let's figure that one out ASAP though, huh? Well, this is going to be a very interesting little haul too right now. We have a lot more power though and a lot of more clearance between the tires for the axis, right? You know, before we hit something. Or, I mean, get stuck. But the issue is though, if the curve is there, yeah, we are getting a little bit stranded though, like a fat wheel. So we have to be careful about that. Right over here on the top, we do have a little task apparently. Well, it did not pop up before, but we got him. We can see it on the map, by the way. So yeah, there you go. There you go, my friends. Now task. In the lands. Show me what you want. Discover the secrets of the canyon from above by sending a drone on an exciting journey. The virtual exploration will uncover bewitching landscapes that are inaccessible from the earth and reveal places of hidden beauty and inspiration. Follow. Aha! Oh, I see. Well, this is a cool one though. Yep, there we go. Enjoy the show, my boys. It's a little bit clunky though, I might say. Not sure where the other one is. Right to the left. Ta-da! Awesome sauce. There we go though. Beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, man, look at that. 5, 3, 2, and 2. All right. By that, I also want to thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful time, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay happy, stay healthy. Don't forget to subscribe, though. Bye-bye.